I will you up if you with one of my girls. And
that
he
shit.
with Venita.
Yes,
he's dead to me.
Coming up on the Southern Charm after show.
The whole time he was courting Venita, he had a girlfriend.
These long messages are from dating.
He has feelings.
Yeah, that's
Like, imagine having a girlfriend and then having your best friend spend $5,000 on you at Dumas.
Sometimes I think me getting better holds a mirror up to Austen, and it makes him extremely uncomfortable.
Still walk on eggshells a bit with Craig. Actually, a lot of bit.
Most people, if you say that you're not drinking anymore, they know why.
Shep and Molly are both kind of quirky and weird, and they have like a bunch of same values other than the fact that Molly probably doesn't cheat on people. I was like, leave me alone. Here's the next new shiny object.
I feel like Taylor hides a lot of feelings that she's really feeling. I really do.
The Southern Charm after show starts right now.
Most people, if you say that you're not drinking anymore, they know why.
You're right.
You say, I stopped drinking last July 5th, and they go, something happened last July 4th. Like,
Right.
any normal person knows that the only reason to stop drinking is because probably
Something bad.
Yeah, like you probably shouldn't be drinking. I got to my bottom when I could just see it on Paige's face, just like this look of like, I wasn't the guy that she had seen herself marrying, and so Paige was pretty much done. I mean, he can say it all he wants, but he misses his bar buddy. I get it. I hated when my best friend got sober. I hated it. I've never admitted that to him, but he was so fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now he's like engaged and he's happy, but like, I miss my like buddy. Like, I get it, but I've never outwardly worked against his like sobriety. He's mourning the version of me that I'm leaving behind. Like, I'm putting this version of myself to bed. I'm giving up one thing for everything else in my life. And like, that's a decision I made and I'm like happy with it. But yeah, I'm fully aware that like, I was fun at the bar. Like, I was good at it. Like, I was good at
Hey, you're just as fun all jacked up on energy drinks. I don't know what he's talking about. It's not like you're sitting there like,
Well, that's what makes me think it's the mirror theory, you know, that like I represent something that he wants in himself that he's not ready to take the action for or something. Sometimes I think me getting better holds a mirror up to Austen and it makes him extremely uncomfortable. And that's why I don't hang with him all the time. And like, I don't know.
Well, look, because also I feel like the generation we grew up in, like hearing the words like drug addict and like alcoholic meant like you drank every single day, all day. You were like beating your wife up. Like it was very, I feel like taught to us like in an extreme way. And now that we're adults, it's can take so many forms.
Like an addict is someone who like wakes up in the morning and like, you know, takes a pull like a vodka and then, you know, goes on with their day, or like, you know, harder drugs or things like that. And I was like, I guess, you know, and I'm not trying to brag, is what I said to Craig. I was like, but I'm not one, right? And I was like, I like to smoke cigs, but I'm not like addicted to cigs. Like, I like to drink, but when I don't drink, I'm fine. And I told him, I was like, I just think of like a person that has a problem as someone who like, you wake up in the morning and pound like a bottle like a Jack, you know, or you know, do this. And that's my fault for not, you know,
Comes in all forms.
realizing all that.
How is your friendship now with him?
Still walk on eggshells a bit with Craig. Actually, a lot of bit. I think that Craig's admission to me was brave and you know, I was appreciative of it. But I'm like, what about all the other things? Like, what about all the other things? Like, what about your, you know, rage problem? What about that?
We booked our own rooms. We're not poor.
Craig, relax. It's annoying.
I'm not sharing a room.
That's just what I need.
I'm not doing this.
Just what I need. Craig loves to be like, you're just like unhappy, and that's why, you know, you say these things. I'm like, okay, so then what you're trying to say is that you're like extremely happy, so you don't act, you know, the way that I do, right? But I'm like, but if you're extremely happy and, you know, you're not drinking, then why are you, like, why do we all walk on eggshells when we're like around you?
Yeah, I've never been scared of Craig like
dude,
I was this season.
Madison and I talked too,
I mean,
and
dead
Madison
serious.
was like,
uh-oh, eggshells.
Everywhere, and Madison was like, don't tell him. And I was like, what? She was like, I'm afraid of Craig. She was like, I'm afraid of Craig. I was like, you know, we all are, because no one knows when he's gonna blow his lid.
You've never said one bad thing about like the healthy changes I'm making in my life or my business or my relationship.
No, because it's admirable. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, and you're my friend. Like,
Yes.
you want me to be happy and
Of
stuff. You don't
course.
think how this affects you when I'm making changes in my life.
Yeah, I mean, if you were hungover, you wouldn't be here right now. If you
Yeah.
didn't have your business, I wouldn't have all those pillows at my house. I mean, I'm doing it for both of us.
Yeah, you just make decisions.
He would be the best girlfriend and would stay with you past your 3-year mark, is all I can say.
Right. He's not the most, I need a faithful. I have always dated faithful people.
Yeah.
He means well and he wants to be a better person, but he doesn't have the discipline yet to make the hard decisions for like long term. It's the same thing with Taylor.
Yeah.
Like he thought in that moment what he wanted to do instead of the long-term consequences. And then when he dealt with the long-term consequences, he's like, I never willed anything like this to happen. Like, I would never want to hurt you. And you're like, well, you shouldn't have slept with the guy's ex-girlfriends.
Do you feel bad about this?
Yeah.
You do?
I am sorry for that, Shep.
Did you think it wasn't going to come out?
I just thought that since it was such like a non-factor, yes, that I thought that I was like, nothing came of it, and you know, it's like, it's not going anywhere.
He thinks in the moment instead of the future, and I know he wants to do better, but he has to find some sort of discipline. Like, he gets pulled in different directions. Like, he sees how Shep acts sometimes, and like, he doesn't mean to be a chameleon, but like, I know that when he's hanging out with me a lot, he's doing better, and like, yeah, that might sound conceited, or it is conceited, but like, when I'm gone and he starts to hang out with Shep too much, like, his behavior does change.
Oh, I know.
And
I've seen it. It's scary.
And you're like, why can't you just like...
You're like, you don't have that much money. You can't act like that. Well, at the end of the day, I think you know that he'll always be in your corner, whether you hear it as good or bad.
Right.
It just depends on if you want to tolerate it at the time. But
No, I love Austen, and I'm not gonna give up on it ever. Like, I want it to work out. It's just...
you're better than him, that's all.
I love Molly. I think that I was like trying to force her on him because I was just like, give him the next pretty thing, the next new, shiny, beautiful human being, so that he'll leave me and my relationship alone. Shep and Molly
are both kind of quirky and weird, and they have like a bunch of same values, other than the fact that Molly probably doesn't cheat on people.
I mean, hey, I've been a terrible girlfriend too, so.
Let's dive into that.
I mean, yeah, but in the past, yeah, no. I mean, I've been a shitty girlfriend and sabotaged a lot of relationships.
She's smart enough to know that this isn't a serious thing. She knows Shep well enough to know.
She knows it's like fun and games. She's not like someone who's gonna be like, this is it.
We went on a walk and she was like, hey, if you want to go with Shep, like, do it. And so I'm jokingly like, well, Taylor's given her blessing.
Maybe it was wrong of me, but I thought it was kind of entertaining. So, anyways. I was like, leave me alone. Here's the next new shiny object.
I feel like Taylor hides a lot of feelings that she's really feeling. I really do. I think you should own your shit.
Don't we all?
I would look at you and be like, don't f***ing touch my ex. Bitch, I'll kill you.
Well,
looked great on paper. I was like, oh my God. Sienna's out of the picture. Like, she's tall. She's absolutely hilarious. She's gorgeous. She's a good time.
She's smart.
She's very smart. Has a very
She's like unique.
Yeah,
She's
very unique. She has a Shep sense of humor.
Oh my God.
Nice.
We're healing the trauma from my past weave. People keep asking me if I got a BBL. I'm like, no, I just gained 25 pounds. I'm in a Seal music video.
She deserves a lot more than Shep,
We're mean
though.
people.
She really does.
I know, but
she deserves someone who's like, just offers a lot more than Shep does.